Good morning. This is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 1071 WTJN and David Denoyer on TCTV. This is Community Connection with the Miami County Park District, and with me, Scott Myers.
Solo.
Solo this week.
Nobody, I must have made somebody mad because nobody would come with me.
Nobody would come along.
No.
Hey, you've got something that looks pretty neat coming up here at the Park District, the Bethel Volunteer Day.
Yeah, well, they Bethel Schools back on March 18th did service day, and the Park District was one of the folks that they had did service projects with.
Gotcha. So they've already done this.
They did this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so they did this a week ago Friday, and we had 117 students for the day. They each worked 4 hours, so 468 hours of volunteer time, and they went to work. The staff, the guys that was working on this said, "Man, these kids were great. They really went to town. I mean, they went to 4 different places. They were at Charleston, they were at Lost Creek, they went to Twin Arch Reserve and Farrington Reserve, and so like at Charleston, they helped with a prairie burn, so the kids had a lot of fun with that. You know how kids love fire.
Oh, yeah. I love fire.
Yeah, I know. So do I. Prairie burns are really cool. And so they got to learn that, and they got to see how that worked and helped with the keeping that safe. They worked with our education staff. When you do a program and you're working on, with our education folks, they have all kinds of little things they have to prep for the class, whether it's, cutting lamination or coals or whatever, so the kids can then quickly we get the supplies and the kids can quickly do the craft. Well, so they did, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these prep things for our education staff. Saved, a whole bunch of time. They did a lot of physical things too. They removed honeysuckle, they picked up trash. At Lost Creek, they painted the fence along the road, along State Route 41. And they cleaned out the garden beds around the administrative office and that kind of thing. So, like all told, they did 8,000 pounds of trash.
Wow.
Painted 400 yards of fence. Cleaned up a whole pickup truck load of garden debris. They burned 3 acres of prairie. Removed half an acre of honeysuckle. And they counted, cut, stapled stuff, stamped, inventoried, etc., 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 thousands of stuff. So
you had them busy.
Yeah, they were busy. They were busy bees.
Just in time for spring.
Yeah, so it was really cool, really, really neat, and they did a great job. And so we really wanted to give a shout out to them. That we really did appreciate it. And if folks are on our Facebook page, you'll see a lot of the pictures of the kids doing the work and that kind of stuff. So really good job. Shout out to the Bethel Bees for their help with the Park District. So.
And the next thing we're going to talk about kind of ties in with the 8,000 pounds of trash.
Right.
And that is leave what you find.
Right.
And don't leave anything else.
Exactly. And as spring is occurring, you're going to start seeing baby animals, starting to pop out. You're going to see the wildflowers. They're all starting to pop up now and bloom, and which are going to be beautiful. And we just ask that folks just leave them alone.
Right.
One, for the safety of the animals and for themselves, that they don't mess with them, and then let everybody else enjoy the flowers as well. I know it's natural to want to pick the flowers and give to your kids or your mom or your significant other, but let's leave them there for everybody to enjoy. So that's really, really neat. So, and we always use the motto, and it's not just with us, but nationally in parks, is leave no trace. When you go into a place, leave it how leave it as if you weren't there.
Right.
And so we try to incorporate that into a lot of our programming and what we do, and so we always try to have little tips for folks, and as far as leave no trace. So even with camping, and I know Boy Scouts do that a lot. They'll go in, they'll camp for the weekend, and then they'll leave, and you don't even know they were there.
Right,
so,
which is how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Making sure that you don't leave any trash behind. Or
Right, exactly. So, take pictures of them, even draw. Like if you're out there and you see a beautiful hillside of wildflowers, go take pictures, sketch them out if you like to draw. A lot of people will sit down and they'll start drawing hillsides or drawing scenes in our parks, and that's always neat to see. and those kinds of things. So, but take the picture, and enter them in our photo contest, because we're looking for photos for our photo contest. So maybe you can get your picture taken and put into the newspaper. So.
Well, we certainly had a mild winter, and now that we're into spring, this was kind of our first chilly morning with a little bit of frost,
yes.
But it's a great time to get outside. We'll have a nice warm day today.
Yes, yeah, warm today and warm Easter tomorrow. But so get outside and after you eat all that Easter candy.
Once you wake back up after the nap.
Yes, exactly. So get out and enjoy it, or what we used to. My brother used to always, and he's 7 years older than me, but when my nieces and nephews would get together for Easter, it was always kite flying afternoon. So we'd go to the park and we'd fly kites, and that was sort of a tradition that we did. So get a kite and go fly a kite this weekend here on Easter afternoon or in the evening or something like that, and go find a park and fly a kite. So that's always pretty cool, and so get out there and take to the trail and get healthier and walk off that candy and ham and
scalloped potatoes
and exactly. So so get out there and do that. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. So so that's pretty cool. So programs that are coming up. We're starting to get into heavy season now, and so March 25th is our frog walk. That's a night program, and frogs like to come out at night. So 8 to 9:30 at Stillwater Prairie, explore the amazing world of frogs and toads. So learn about the wide variety of sounds they make in the night walk through the wetlands. And our parks are always different at night. We talk about that a lot. So.
Yes.
Night programs are very popular because it's a time that folks aren't able, normally we're not open after sunset. So to be able to take advantage of that, folks really like to do that. So enjoy the frog walk. Then March 26th and 29th is preschool in the park. Welcome Spring from 11 to 12 at Charleston Falls. They'll read a spring story. They'll make a kite. We were talking about kites. And then go for a tot-sized hike and search for signs of spring. And there's plenty of signs out there right now with all the wildflowers and things. So April 2nd is our Brownie Outdoor Adventure Badge. So for the Girl Scouts out there, we've got quite a few programs this spring and summer for our Girl Scouts. And we do quite a bit with Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts at the Park District. So we have quite a few badge programs for the Girl Scouts. So
seems like a good tie-in.
It is a great tie-in. We have they love to do their projects with us. They love to do volunteer hours with us. Eagle Scouts, we get a lot of Eagle Scout projects. So it is a natural tie-in because they love the outdoors, and so we're doing quite a few badges for the Girl Scouts this year. So from 1 to 2 at Charleston, April 2nd, and then the girls can get their outdoor adventure badge. Adult Exploration Hike, 9 a.m. at Farrington on April 5th. Farrington Reserve is one of our newer ones, not a very large park, and mostly it's the bike trail that goes through it. So, but right along the river, so that's pretty neat. And they can do that at a nice leisurely stroll and get up on top of the Robert J. Shook Pikeway Bridge and check out the river and those kinds of things. And then April 9th, our VIPs, they're hosting our the Creature Kite Fly at 1 to 3 at Stillwater Prairie Reserve. That's always a very popular program.
I was going to say, you've got to always have a good turnout there.
Yeah, always have a good turnout for the kite fly, for the VIP Creature Kite Fly. So that's always a lot of fun. Folks can bring out their kites. And that's from 1 to 3 on April 9th. So that's a couple weeks away, but, start planning. And then that same day is Nature Connection from 10 to noon at Lost Creek Reserve. And what we'll do is that the folks are coming to that, they're going to get a chance to relieve some stress and increase their overall sense of well-being by connecting with nature, relax, and they're going to unwind into the trails and observing nature and journaling and meditative techniques and things along those lines. It's sort of a mental health program.
Sounds like a program I need to sign up for.
I think so. I know a few people that need to sign up for that. But bring a journal and a pencil, a pen, and it's adults only. This isn't a kid one. This is for adults. For the adults, go out and release some stress. And there is a $5 fee for this program for some of the supplies and some of the things you're going to be doing. And that's due at the time of registration. So when folks register, they can pay for it at that time.
Now, is that a pre-register?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to pre-register that. We want you to know how many folks are coming. And then April 15th is our frog walk from 8:30 to 10 p.m. at Garbary Bigwood Sanctuary. So we're going to do another frog program and going to Garbary instead of Stillwater Prairie. So again, another fun night program, April 15th. And then April 16th is our family discovery hike, the spring hike from 1:30 to 3 at Stillwater. And this one is this is our program that's designed for children with autism and their families.
Now, we've been talking about that one quite a bit.
Right. We've been talking about that quite a bit. So April 16th is a spring hike. They'll get their the story ahead of time so that the kids will know what they'll be doing, so that they're prepared when they come and those kinds of things to help them through that. So that's a lot of stuff starting to happen, and we're hitting spring and hoping the folks get outside and enjoy the parks.
And again, you touched on it briefly, but your photo contest is
yes.
ongoing. This
ongoing.
Is all year long.
All year long. So when you're out there and you see something really cool, take the picture. Take a picture of it. Send it to Janine on Facebook, and we start getting. We'll start getting at the end of each month. We gather them all up, and we have a panel of experts. Either Mike Ullery or Tony Weber, along with one or two staff members, and they'll go through and pick sort of the favorites, and then we'll put them on Facebook, and folks will vote on Facebook for the favorite one, and that'll be the one that will win and will be in the newspaper.
All right.
So get their picture in the newspaper. So, you know, you can go to our website, MiamiCountyParks.com, and get a little more details on the photo thing, as well as all of our programs. If they need to register, they just go to our website, click on our program tab in the calendar, and click on the program they want to register for. They can do it right there. They can call us at 335-6273. They can register at that, through the phone, or email us at register@MiamiCountyParks.com and take care of this. But the important thing, Facebook, that's where we get a lot of information out.
All right.
See a lot of great stuff on
Go to the Facebook page and
that's
like
right.
it.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for stopping
Sure
in
thing.
this morning.
Sure
Even
thing.
though you were all
I
alone, I think you did a great job this morning.
I had to do it all by myself. I had no help. I had no help today. So.
All right. This has been Scott Myers with Community Connection and the Miami County Park District. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Dedoyer on TCTV.